this is compass screen, and I want to show you an example of how you can customize the setup between the compass screen and the e-collar for something that's going to be easier, especially in a multi-dog setup. So right now I'm in the standard compass screen. I'm tracking 3 dogs, and I've got my stimulation set up as it comes out of the box, which is momentary continuous tone. If you want to make your e-collar and your tracking match up with each other, you know, we talked about the way you do that. You go over to compass pointers, and then you put it on the training bar. Okay, so now I'm tracking this one dog, and I've got the e-collar functionality for this one dog. Now, only see one dog at a time in this setup, but that way your stimulation and your tracking are matched. So that's cool, but with the 200i, because you have the ability to raise and lower stimulation from the side buttons or side keys, you can do a different setup here that will put your tracking and your stimulation together, and you're going to be able to raise and lower by assigning one button per dog. So let's go do that. Go back to your main menu, go back to your training setup, and then we go to the training keys. So I'm going to delete this one. This is the one dog setup. So we're just going to remove it. Nope. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to put in the individual dogs by themselves. So I'm going to add a training command and I'm going to go black, red, blue. That's the order I'm going to put them in. So we're going to do black, we're going to go continuous, I'm going to say done, and then in the middle button, we're going to do a training command, we're going to do red, we're going to do continuous, done. And then on the right button, we're going to do training command, blue, continuous, done. To make things faster for me, I've already set up the tone this way. So now I have 3 pages in here. I have black, red, blue, continuous, and then I have black, red, blue, tone. So now let's go back to our compass. And now I have the 3 dogs on the screen. I'm tracking all 3 of them. And I have continuous, continuous, continuous. And then by hitting the up key, I go over to a page that has tone, tone, tone. So this would be a setup that I could use in the field very easily, because I'd usually do a combination. Those are usually the 2 things that I'm using. I use tone to give my dogs turn commands, and to give me, it's really sort of a look at me command. And then I use continuous stimulation pretty much exclusively. I can stem this dog, and then by stemming him, I can now raise and lower stimulation. If I need to stem the red dog, it switches over. If I need to stem the blue dog, it switches over. I use my select button to take me back to the tracking screen. And if I need to tone, it's tone, tone, tone. And I'm able to see all 3 dogs at one time. And you could even do this with more than 3 dogs if you wanted to. You could very easily set up a page that's dogs, you know, orange, green, and yellow. And that way, you know, you've got everybody, so you're looking at 3 dogs at a time, and you can move back and forth between them. And then another thing that you can do, I do have some function setups here so that I can go to the map, the compass, and I can mark a waypoint. But if you wanted to strictly make it e-collar functionality, you can go in and go back to your training setup, training keys, and then you can remove, 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 and then when you go to your compass, it's tone and it's stimulation. And there you go. So that's kind of a neat way just to show some of the options that you have with the 200i and be able to customize it so that it fits your needs the best.